How does this keep happening? This server is literally so dead, like no one is ever on. But I'm not one just to complain and not do anything about it. And my solution might have a little something to do with this. So, my friend and I made a creeper farm. This thing took so long to make, oh my gosh. Okay, let me just explain myself here. So I've been thinking of ways that we could make this server more active. And last time I tried it through explosives. Problem was, I blew up my friend's house, and he didn't even really care. Like, he genuinely didn't care. I killed someone's pets, and that got a little bit of a riot started, but past that, no one really cared. So, what I've decided to do now is instead of doing a targeted attack on one person, I'm gonna affect the whole server. So I'm just gonna AFK here for a little bit, and I'll come back with lots more TNT. So for TNT, you need 5 sand and 4 gunpowder. Of course, the first step was to grab sand, and then I had to spend hours in front of the spawner just AFK. Y'all, this is actually crazy. Look at this. The amount of gunpowder I have. It's insane. How much TNT will this make? Okay, 3 stacks. That's crazy. That's just insane. Okay, I still want more though. Okay, so in my inventory right now, we've got a lot of wood. Here's what I'm planning to do. So you see this massive plot of land. What I'm planning to do is just make a massive ramp so that my friends can just kind of look over this and remember what we've built before I blow it all up. So I spent about 30 minutes on the ramp. I put a lot of detail into it. It was kind of fun. And then after that, I moved on to mining underneath this entire plot of land because this was the big thing that I wanted to blow up. This is where I would have my friends locked in and on a big platform so that they could see what was happening. I don't want to kill them. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to prove my point. All right, well, here's how much TNT I have. I don't know if that's enough. I think it should be enough. It should be. So I want to start laying it today. The problem is I don't know when I can actually blow it up. And so if anyone does happen to log on, they could stumble upon it. I don't know if I want to blow this up because this is just really cool and I know Tin spent a lot of time on it. I really feel bad doing that. I'm sorry, Rhett. I mean, basically, this whole thing right here is just going to be blown to bits because it's kind of the main part and there's not even anything here. I really haven't thought this through yet. I might get somewhat of a script going. So I ended up mining only a 1-block hole. It was going to be a lot easier, less blocks to mine. So I spent a very long time doing that. And then I placed all of the TNT. I placed maybe 4 stacks underneath this. And I also rigged all the houses around me. Now, if this goes off now, oh my gosh, we're done. So after I was done laying all my TNT, I left myself about 2 stacks just to place around afterwards. I also stole an invis pot because, well, you'll see. Once I was done laying all the TNT, I was pretty much ready for the next stage. King synchronize! Hey, we're all here. Let's take our armor off for respect. Let's get a screeny real quick. Alright. Suck up to the top of this. Look around you, boys. Can you see these buildings? You've got the beautiful houses, but also the ugly cobblestone towers. But we built this. Technically, we are the reason this is here. Shadow may have never logged on. Sync may have always lived underground. But we built this. This is our work. If it wasn't for the $20 we each scrapped out of our wallets nearly 2 years ago now, this server wouldn't exist. If it wasn't for the 2 of you, this server wouldn't exist. So I wanted to thank you guys for the memories, the fun, and helping me find something that I'm extremely passionate about. Genuinely, this server means a lot to me. But then, slowly, all of my friends that I had invited, that I was having fun with, they lost interest. Pretty soon, I was the only one logging on, and it wasn't the same. The next thing I did was quite simple. It's something anyone would do. I had to think of a way to get my friends back online to our server. I worked hundreds of ideas through my brain, but I only knew one would work. I had to destroy something that would enrage everyone. There were 2 slimes, Jerry and Pillbox, that the entire server loved, and they resided in sync space. I thought if I could kill these slimes and get everyone mad at me, they'd be provoked to join the server and fight back. So after literal weeks of grinding, and literal hours a day just saving up for gunpowder, I finally had a decent amount of TNT. So I blew up Sync's basement and the slimes with it. But you want to know what happened? Nothing. A little bit of arguments, a tiny bit of activity, but nothing I was happy with. So I resorted to drugs. I found myself staying the night at a friend's house free of charge. I was in a dark place, and when my friend broke my trust, I fled into the wilderness, leaving everything behind. Of course, that didn't last long, as I came back, but I've still been stuck with the same issue. None of my friends log on. What can I do? Maybe I can add a new member to make them active? No. Maybe I could build a massive cobblestone tower to get everyone's attention? Nope. Everything I tried didn't work, and it hurt so bad. But what am I supposed to do? So, I want to say goodbye. This server, it's done. It lasted 2 seasons, but it's over. So thank you boys for the good times, the inspiration, the beautiful thing we had going for a little while. To officially end the server, I found it appropriate to get the SSS SMP. Oh my gosh, I can't even say it. I found it appropriate to get the SSS SMP founding fathers back together, just to hang out one last time, you know? I hope you boys enjoyed the last few months of this thing, and I hope to see this place thrive someday. But for now, it's dead.
Should we hold a service?
A service?
Service.
Well, how about we
Like
put
a
our armor
funeral
back on real
service.
quick?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I felt like I felt that.
And with the flick of a lever, the server was finished. A year of hard work was gone. Everyone's houses, everyone's belongings is gone. This was not a copy, this was the actual server. The SSS SMP is over.